directly from the depths of the ocean. There exists a creature with no brain, no eyes, and alien-like powers. If it splits in half, it can keep living, but if it dies, it might take all the corals and fish with it. Because inside, it carries a toxin called polluter, a substance capable of wiping out the entire aquarium in minutes. That's why almost everyone avoids it. But what could go wrong? I only got scared when this happened. Good morning. Do you sell sea cucumbers?
Yeah, I can give it to you.
Wait, I don't have to pay?
No, just come pick it up.
I admit, I found it a bit suspicious. But before picking it up, I need to prepare to receive it. After studying, I realized if this animal were from Mars like it seems, it wouldn't require so much care. But it's from Earth. And keeping it alive, it's almost like building an underwater space station. It all starts with the substrate, the foundation of new life. Ultra-fine sand, otherwise it stops eating. Temperature 24 to 26. Salinity exactly 1025. Lightning diffused, soft, no overkill. Too much already? Well, it still needs all of this. Alkalinity, calcium, magnesium, nitrate, phosphate. And it still requires the presence of all the micro elements. And to keep all of this stable and give the best quality of life to this little creature, I had to buy this. Wait, scratch that. I had to buy this. This system controls all element levels with surgical precision. And no, I'm not sponsored by the brand. In fact, it cost me half a minimum wage here. All that so a brainless creature can eat sand in peace. The things I do to entertain you. Subscribe so you don't miss the next amazing videos here. Obviously, I need to run tests. I dripped until the liquid turns blue. And there, looking closely at the syringe, calcium is at 480. Alkalinity test hit 8.0. Now for magnesium, also needs to turn blue. There, result 1170. For those who don't get it, that means that out of 1,000,000 parts of water, 1107 are magnesium. It's like if in a bucket with 1,000,000 beads, 1107 were made entirely of magnesium. If it's too low, locks up. If it's too high, things get messy. Ideal is between 1,260 and 1,350 ppm. So we need to go from 1,170 to 1,320. I can only increase 50 ppm per day. Doing the math, that's 110 grams of magnesium per day. Let's do it. The magnesium granules look quite different. I'll measure exactly 110 grams in this cup. Pour into this liter jar, mix. And as you can see, a saltwater aquarium is way more complex than freshwater ones. Now, I'll pour 1/3 of the solution into the tank. 4 days later, everything stabilized. Time to get the animal. This is the Stories Aquarium. At first, it was hard to catch the sea cucumber, but finally got it. Bringing it home helped me pick a name for it. When I arrived, it was fully inflated, which startled me. And since the store owner gave it to me, I felt obligated to buy a coral too. I'll show you in the morning. Let's start acclimating them. One thing that could kill instantly, salinity. So I'm using a refractometer to check, just a drop. Yeah, mine is at 1,025. Let's check his water. Pretty close to. He stayed for about 2 hours while I slowly dripped my tank water into the bag, making the waters as similar as possible. Now, the fun part, releasing it to the tank. It landed upside down. Look at flipping over. Its mission is to clean all this sand, which is pretty dirty. And check out these spines. It's scary. Here comes one of the tank's most feared creatures, the arrow crab. You might have seen in a video a few days ago. It approached the cucumber, probably just curious. At one point, it pinched one of the spines. That could have triggered toxin release. But the cucumber stayed calm, and the crab let it be. Somehow, the crab learned to beg me for food. Of course, I gave some. And notice how skillfully it used one claw to block the hermit crab from stealing it. By the second morning, I thought the cucumber was working. Turns out, it was building a shelter from the light. Oh, and here's the coral I bought, a red planet SPS. This is how it will look when grown. And yes, corals are animals, far from aquatic plants. There are basically 3 coral types. Soft corals, no rigid costume skeleton. SPS, small polyp stony. Rigid skeleton with tiny polyps, usually require more light and stability. On day 4, I found this. The cucumber just parked under the rock, knocked down corals, and chilled there. Next day, I saw white pellets, but it was fine. It's still working non-stop. By the evening of day 5, it was covered in these pellets. I thought it was sick, but after recording for a bit and researching, here's how sea cucumbers work. They eat dirty sand, extract leftovers, and poop clean sand pellets. They're basically a living filter for the substrate. Their tentacles have sticky surfaces or microstructures to trap debris and organic particles. Some look like leaves, others like tiny trees, maximizing contact area. They move slowly and alternately, like robot arms. Some collect food while others bring it to the mouth. Each tentacle folds toward the mouth. Muscles contract, pushing the tentacle until it's cracked or sucked clean. Then it returns to the sand and repeats non-stop. Sea cucumbers have no eyes, but they do have light and touch-sensitive nerve endings all over, mainly in the tentacles and front end. This helps them sense shadows, movement, and obstacles. Researching more, I realized I was doing all wrong. To keep a cucumber, I can have a too clean tank, and to monitor the soft organic matter, I need good tests. So I bought these. Nitrate needs to be 2 to 10 ppm. Let's check. Nice. 2.98, good number. Phosphate should be around 0.03 to 0.1 ppm. Let's see. Well, too low, 0.01. That means I need to raise it to keep the little guy healthy. Basically, that's increased by fish and other creatures. The more you feed, the more that is. The cucumber was already sweeping away with its tentacles in turbo mode. And look at this funny scene. It's been about 20 days since I filmed this. Time to redo the phosphate test. Nice! It went from 0.01 to 0.04. After 20 days, look at this. Spotless sand, while rocks and glass are still dirty. Maybe I'll make a video with 100 snails versus the sea cucumber. If you want that, let me know. Pick your next video and I'll see you there.